Morning, North Medford. Mrs. Hamlin here, Assistant Principal in Student Services. We are here because we care about you and we want to send you some tips during this very challenging time. So with me today, I have Mrs. Garcia, Mr. Cowden, and Mr. Guggia, or Jody, to share some tips with you. Without further ado, here's Mrs. Garcia.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Oh, what? We're not doing that? Hmm. Oh, that's much better. Got to get that BTP. Today we want to talk to you guys about self-care. There's so many ways to describe what it is and ways to practice it. Meaningful self-care can make a positive impact on your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors, which all contribute to your well-being. Looking after yourself is an ongoing practice in building resilience to face hardships and preventing burnout. It's the things that we do to maintain our happiness, our health, and the ongoing development of our minds in whatever ways works for each and every individual. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. The good news is self-care doesn't require a huge chunk of time. So with that, I want to pass it over to Mr. Cowden. Mr. Cowden? Mr. Cowden?
Yo. Oh, I'm here. Sorry. I was just working on my TikTok game. So take a little break here and there to do some things like that for self-care. Yeah, I got a good restful night's sleep. And I just wanted to share out some of those reasons why it's important to do those self-care. So as I just said, I got a good night's sleep. That's always key, right? Our sleeping habits and patterns are important. Those self-care things, they help us replenish our resources when we're running low. So about filling up that cup, boosts our confidence and helps build self-esteem. Improves physical health and helps us resist sicknesses, viruses, as we're experiencing, diseases. So that's important. Allows you to help others have more positive relationships and engage with people. Produces positive feelings and self-compassion in terms of with ourselves and others. Helps you manage stressful situations. So as we know, the kind of ebb and flow of things in this situation we all find ourselves living through, there can be some stressful times, so it helps with that. It promotes better self-worth and understanding of yourself, and increases positivity and concentration and focus, which, as we all know, when we're trying to balance different things, it's important. So those self-care things are important to help us in daily life, and certainly engage with our education and schoolwork type things. Just a few examples of self-care. And we're all different, so we all enjoy different things. I just mentioned TikToks, right? So making that daily or weekly schedule where I'm having some time to break away. Maybe if I enjoy doing TikTok videos, some of us enjoy exercise, right? Getting outdoors, that's never a bad thing. Doing some hiking, exploring nature. And then cooking. I don't know that any of you'd want to eat my cooking, but that's always not a bad thing to do for people creating or even enjoying a new recipe. So I think the thing is around self-care and being productive and engaging with school and stuff, it's all about balance, right? And so we want to have that balance during our day of things, of giving attention to school related things in our education, but also having those self-care things in place and throughout the week, and about moderation. So if I'm looking at those activities and I'm seeing that I'm spending too much time doing those and not enough with school, then maybe I need to look at that balance where the opposite could be true. And if I'm doing way too much and getting stressed out by the school and the amount of time I'm putting in, I may need to look at that. So hopefully that helps. And at this point, I'm going to throw it over to Mr. Guggia, Jody.
Hey guys, if you don't know me, I'm Jody. I'm a mental health counselor here on campus at North. And basically just want to kind of give you a new framework to look through this idea of self-care. Mr. Cowden gave some really great examples of how different people could take care of themselves during stressful times and keep energy up and stay effective. And so these are just the categories that we'd like to say to focus on. So when you're trying to think about, what facets should I be improving upon to make sure that I have self-care and have my energy to be productive, this is it. So physical self-care, obviously exercising is very important. That could be just daily walks around the block. It could be getting on your floor and just doing sit-ups until you can't do sit-ups anymore, doing push-ups, just using your body weight. You don't need a gym membership to stay physically fit and healthy. Psychological, perfect. I'm a mental health counselor. I'm available to all of you guys all the way through the school year. So is Mrs. Mortensen or Esther. She's the second mental health counselor. She's available to talk to you guys about stressful things either going on at home. If, just being stuck at home can get with us, we can get isolated. So, and then, doing things like journaling or doing poetry, writing your thoughts down. That also helps with emotional health and connecting with your family. This is a good time to spend time with them in ways that you wouldn't have otherwise. It can kind of be a double-edged sword. It can stress us out, but also it's a good time to really get reconnected and figure out how to find new ways to connect with each other. Spiritual health, people hear spiritual and they think of religion, but it's broad things. It's connectedness to nature. It's being emotionally connected to your friends, really helping someone else out with their stress can really be a spiritual refilling of the cup, as Ms. Garcia gave that example. And personal, it's a lot of creativity stuff, creating things if you're physically artistic, if you like to make music, if you like to, bolster your sense of individual values, like backing of why you do the things you do. And then professional, it says work-life balance. For you guys, for most students, your work is school, or you have work and school, which means you have to do this stuff even more. And adding structure to your day is something we want to kind of hit really importantly. Mr. Cowden mentioned sleep schedule. Super important to get up at the same time every day, even though you don't have to get up and get to school physically, still set an alarm, go to bed at a normal time, and even schedule in the good things. Like if you're going to eat lunch with your friends over video conference at noon, have lunchtime with your friends. Like, this is a great time that we're blessed to have the internet. So connect with each other that way, watch movies over video conference, and schedule that stuff in. Say we're hanging out at 3:00, even if you can't do it in person. Really make that daily schedule work for you so that you can take care of yourself during this time. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to Ms. Hamlin to kind of close us out and give us a closing message.
Sorry about that. Okay, North Medford. So you heard it here. We care about you and we are here for you. We're just a email or phone call away. Take care. And now Miss Garcia will say goodbye.
Hey guys, we miss you guys. We love you guys. Go BTP. Mr. Cowden.
Hey, we miss you all. Hang in there. We the North, right? One black tornado. We will persevere, prevail, and overcome. Hang in there, all.
All right, guys, thank you for listening so much. We appreciate you and can't wait to see you all back in person, hopefully in the fall. If not, after that, we really look forward to seeing all you guys. So take care and have a good rest of the year.